Hi there, I am Vanshika and a warm welcome to my channel. In today's video, I am going to share my bullet journal setup for the month of January. For the theme of this month, I wanted to capture the essence of rising sun as this is going to be a fresh start while keeping it colorful as well. So if you're interested, keep on watching. Let me take you through the creative process of the first page. I begin by setting the tone with a warm greeting using a Tombow Fudenosuke brush pen to write the word January. To ensure that the text will remain the focal point, I have opted for a brush lettering calligraphy style for the word January, while I'll be keeping it really simple and inviting for the word hello. For this, I am using a fine liner pen in the nib size of 0.8 to maintain the boldness. Make sure that both the pens that you are using are water resistant. We have started with the text initially because I want to color around the text and not over the text. Using a water resistant pen ensures that the colors do not bleed through even if the colors overlap. Now, as the design unfolds, I want to introduce the elements that will be capturing the essence of the month. At the bottom, there are mountains, which are a symbol of stability and strength. And for the color, I have chosen some very happy colors to color in the mountains. For the coloring, I will be using Tombow's dual tip brush pens throughout this video. Above the mountains, a rising sun takes the center stage, radiating vibrant colors like sun rays. And we'll see how. As I'll be not separately making the sky, I opted for a blue sun ray to mimic the effect of sky. To maintain the elegance and simplicity of the design, I have chosen solid colors that gracefully flow around the text and not over the text. The intentional choice allows the colors to complement the overall theme without overshadowing the handwritten message. Now, to make the text pop more, I have created a boundary around it, and this is how the page has turned out. As you can see that I have used a lighter shade that is sort of a muted brown to compensate the vibrant orange sun ray. This color came out to be really bold, but it does not look like that in real life. Let's move on to the next page. As we transition to the second page, the focus shifts to the monthly goals page. The title Monthly Goals takes the center stage, boldly written using the Tombow's Fudenosuke brush pen. A radiant ellipse colored in yellow, which is reminiscent of a radiant sun, surrounds it. Imagine this page as a canvas for setting intentions. Colorful sun rays will be emerging from this central focal point as sun rays, which will be creating spaces for various goal categories. This will be dynamic and visually appealing to manifest and organize your aspirations for the month. This does not only serve the purpose of a visually captivating element, but also it is a strategic tool for your personal and professional growth. Each sun ray can represent different aspects of your life, let's say career goals, personal development, health, wellness, or even creative pursuits. So, this will help you set your goals and achieve them accordingly. You can even make categories or use as you like. So let's move on to the next page. To start, I outlined the calendar boxes for each day of the month using a 0.8 nib size of micron or fine liner pen. Boxes for each day provide a dedicated space to jot down your key events, appointments, or deadlines, turning this page into an organized and efficient tool for keeping track of your schedule. In one corner, I introduced a notes box for additional thoughts or reminders, keeping the page both practical and visually engaging because what's a planner without some extra space for spontaneous thoughts? The font chosen for the header or the title of the page is in vibrant yellow, consistent with the sun theme, and I played with a mixed type of font to add touch of creativity. Also using dotted outlines for the days of the week. A charming detail to the page is envisioned as a Dutch door, which is a creative way to integrate the same design flow from the next page without redundancy. To achieve this, we have to first prepare our next page for a seamless continuation of the pattern. Using a paper cutter, I'll carefully remove the section which is concealing the design on the next page. This way, when the page is opened, the pattern on the next page will be revealed, creating a delightful and cohesive visual experience. Now, let's shift our focus to the common design shared with the next page. The highlight here is a powerful quote which says, "The more you practice thankfulness, the more you have to be grateful or thankful for." This is the perfect quote, as this next page will become our daily companion, fostering a positive mindset through the practice of thankfulness. The next page is going to be a gratitude everyday page. I chose to bring this quote to life using a combination of fine liners and small brush pens, employing calligraphy mixed with a simple font for a visually dynamic effect. Now, let's move on to the next page, which is Gratitude Everyday. The title of this page is written in a clean style, utilizing the smooth tip of the dual brush pen. To enhance the structure of the page, I am outlining the container using a 0.8 nib size of fine liner pen and added the dates using a finer nib of 0.4, or you can also use 0.1 nib sizes. Now let's talk about the design. I placed the quote along the edge of the page, creating a focal point. To further amplify the visual appeal, I have drawn a semi-ellipse at the center of the right edge and carefully colored it in, leaving some white border around the text. This became a backdrop for sun rays seemingly emerging from the sun, spreading across the page. This design isn't just about aesthetics, but it also serves a backdrop for the Gratitude Everyday page. This is a touch of significance of journaling, what you're grateful for every day. It is a powerful practice that can positively impact your mindset. For the spaces designed to write in daily gratitude, I used a yellow background highlight, adding a pop of color to the page. Now, to create depth, I gave a solid black shadow to the container box, making it visually pop, and outlined the remaining portion of the header for a polished finish. And Gratitude Everyday page was all complete. To maintain continuity, I returned to the previous page and, following the pattern along the edge from the Gratitude Everyday page, I filled the month in a page spread with the same sun rays and the same pattern. Make sure that you leave a white border around each and every element to keep it very clean. Then I added some black box shadows for a touch of contrast, and after this, the page harmoniously connects with the next page, providing a delightful visual experience. And here is our month in a page all complete. And this is how our Gratitude Everyday page looks like. The next page is a habit tracker page. To maintain a cohesive aesthetic, I use a similar header style to the previous pages, as consistency in the design elements not only ties the spreads together but also offers a pleasing visual rhythm. Now let's talk about the significance of this page. The habit tracker is a powerful tool for cultivating positive habits. Using little calendars for each habit provides a clear and organized method for tracking daily progress. The importance of this page lies in its ability to promote self-discipline and accountability. As we visually see our habits improving day by day, it becomes motivating and a rewarding experience. Draw as many calendars in accordance with the number of habits that you want to track. The addition of colors for the background where the habits are noted adds a touch of vibrancy and makes the tracking process more engaging. Shadows are introduced for a subtle depth, bringing the page to life. But I do think that the yellow shadows which I added, you'll see in the video, don't look that great. I would recommend using black color for the shadows as it creates a more contrasting page and it makes the element visually pop more. So here I am trying to cover it up using some hash lines. Let's move on to the next page, which is a budget tracker. This page is a practical addition to any bullet journal which will help you manage your finances effectively. The style of the title will remain consistent with the overall theme, providing a visual connection. The layout will consist of containers such as expenses, needs, wants, and an extra column which you can use dynamically. I'll be using it for savings. These containers are outlined in black, giving them a clean, defined appearance with round borders. The functionality part is definitely clear as needs and wants help you distinguish between the essential and non-essential expenditures, and saving column would encourage you to setting funds for future goals. Adding a creative touch, I fill in the colors serially in the title containers, turning what could be a mundane financial tracking task into an aesthetically pleasing experience. It's a reminder that even the most practical aspects of the life can be approached with creativity and mindfulness. Adding these shadows make the page more visually appealing. That's it. And here are our habit tracker and budget tracker pages all complete. Let's move ahead. The next page is a brain dump page. Starting with the title, I opted for a brush lettering calligraphy style. The fluidity of brush strokes adds a touch of spontaneity, capturing the essence of a brain dump, a space to freely express without constraints. A container outline is then added to the structure of the content, providing a clear boundary for your thoughts. Now let's explore different ways in which you can use this page. It could be a thought repository for you. Jot down whatever you're feeling, creative sparks, or random musings for future exploration. Or mindful reflections, such as you want to reflect on your day, emotions, or experiences. As an inspiration boards to collect your thoughts, images, snippets that inspire you and create a visual mood board. Or it could be a problem-solving hub by brainstorming your solutions. As you can see that I added the design around the border, and finally to complete the page I've added a box shadow and a page was all complete. Now let's move to the weekly spreads. This is the week 1 spread. For the weekly spread of week 1, I have just created some boxes. Some boxes will be dedicated to the designs only and others will be dedicated to each day. You can create any designs that you want. Here I'm going with different designs but keeping the color theme same. And this is how my week 1 page looks like. It's simple yet elegant. Let's move to the week 2 page. For week 2, I have decided to incorporate a common design for both the pages, which is going to be a center grid. I have used the same colors to create a grid. First I go in with the brush to create a thicker stroke and then the smooth tip side to create a thinner stroke, as you can see, creating a grid. Repeat the same process for vertical and horizontal lines and you will end up with a beautiful looking grid. Then I also added 2 picture frames randomly. This is how I've styled my days of the week, and then I will add a colorful drop shadow to these days of the week to add more color to the page after I finish coloring my pictures. Here are the drop shadows, and week 2 page is also complete. Let's move to the week 3 page. For week 3 I decided to add design only to the left edge of the left page. A smaller design is also added to the right page at the bottom. After adding the box shadow, this is how it looks like. Let's move ahead. Again, this is a similar page as to the week 1, just the design boxes are much smaller than before. And designs are also a little bit different. As you can see that changing the sizing and placement of your containers, the same thing can look totally different. So make sure that you experiment this with your layouts and come up with different layouts. Also, for the inspiration of such designs, you can look up Pinterest, and there were many designs available, and these are the designs that I picked from there itself. Here I added a shadow in grey rather than in black because I already used black for the days and date, and I didn't want to add that much contrast to my pages. Now here is the last day and I had a lot of space left, so I thought of going for calligraphy for the days of the week. This vibrant black ink of Tombo's Fudenosuke brush pens makes me just want to incorporate calligraphy style everywhere. The outlining and designing part remains the same. For this page I just decided to go with a broader grid. And after the addition of drop shadows, the page is all complete. Let's move on to the final page of this setup, which is a monthly overview. This is a page to look back on your month and learn from it. Carry forward the best experience that you had in this month and improve upon your mistakes. Ask yourself the questions that you think, the answers to which will help you prosper in your next month. Like, what was the best memory of the month? What is one mistake that you made in this month and how can you improve? Were you satisfied with how you did this month? What are some things that you could do better or some things that you want to continue in your next month as well? There are so many questions that you can ask yourself. Self-reflect, and this is how your page looks like. Here is a complete flip through. And that's it for today's video. I hope that you liked it. Please make sure that you hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Hoping to see you soon. Bye bye.